Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today I'm here with a video on products that this one here doesn't like. But before we get into it, let's address the elephant in the room. Do you guys like my lipstick? No, I'm just kidding. I cut off my hair. Well, I didn't do it. I went to the salon to have my hair cut. So for now, we're gonna be doing this and see how that works out. And then, what was the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about? I think that's it. Oh, well, the intro's back. I know a lot of people are really excited about that, and there's a few that are really not excited about it, but that's okay, because it's like 3 seconds of your life. So thank you for being generous with me for 3 seconds. Woo! So, I'm really kind of delaying the inevitable and talking about misses. I always fret recording products that I hate or products that didn't work out or products that I would never recommend because people are really passionate about the things they like, and it's really hard not to take it personally. I remember a video that I saw where someone said that the NARS translucent crystal powder was awful. It kind of hurt my feelings because I was like, no, it's not. So I feel it, you guys. I understand what it's like when someone bashes one of your favorite products. So, for the record, this is my opinion based on someone that has normal skin, sometimes a little bit dry. My skin is normal, it's not sensitive. I do have light complexion with neutral to warm undertones. So I don't know if that's going to play a role in the product misses that I'm going to share with you guys. But, I mean, let's just jump right in with that long introduction. The first ones that I want to talk about, they're a whole family of products. And sadly, they didn't work for me. None of them did. And this is a line of products that I have been trying to get in my life for a long time. I really want them to work because so many people swear by these. I mean, these are holy grail products, but most of the people that swear by these products have oily skin. So the Lock-It line from Kat Von D, I'm talking the foundation, the newest concealer, and the setting powder. These are products that are super duper incredible full coverage products. They're going to give you flawless complexion if you have the power in your skin to make your skin look healthy. So if you do not have a natural oily complexion, these products are absolutely 100% way too heavy for your skin. Your skin cannot hold that massive amount of intensity that these products provide. So I'm going to go through one by one and tell you kind of like how it looks on my skin, but why it would work for someone else. So for the foundation is absolutely incredible, super duper full coverage. It does have a matte finish. It's very thick. A little goes a very long way. The suggested application is to use a foundation brush. She did come out with a line of brushes specifically for her Lock-It products. And then there are variations of ways you can use it with like a really, really damp beauty blender. You can do combinations with her primer. Her primer is something that I actually did like. If you guys can see back there, that is a hydrating primer. So Kat basically designed these products where you can decide the ratio of primer to foundation and kind of decide what type of finish you would like. So it doesn't change the coverage of the foundation, but it will change the finish. Lord have mercy, I got all crazy mathematician ratio status trying to figure out a way to combine that primer with this foundation to not make me look like Stonehenge, and I could not make it work. I'm just convinced that this is a foundation that my skin cannot carry. There are certain foundations that just don't work well with your skin, whether it's because you have really large pores, or you have really dry skin, or you have, I don't know, hyperpigmentation, and that specific one doesn't cover it. For me, in this particular case, it's too strong, too heavy, too full coverage, too matte of a foundation to make me look flattering at all. It feels like I'm wearing it. It looks like I'm wearing it. emphasizes my fine lines. I mean, let's not kid around here. I have 2 small kids. I have 4 dogs to take care of. I hardly ever sleep, and I'm almost 32, so I'm getting like the fine lines around the eyes. The like marionette lines I have are really pronounced. If I wear a really, really heavy coat of powder, you're gonna see I look like a puppet. Basically, I look like a puppet. You can see deep, deep marionette lines. I have 3 distinct lines across my forehead because of my Jim Carrey expressions. So I really have to use products that are going to not betray me. And with heavy foundations like this, I mean, it's backstabbing central, okay? It's gonna sink into all my fine lines. It's gonna make me look crepey, old, whatever. Same thing with the concealer. I felt like the concealer was maybe not the right shade for me. This is really yellow and really light. So as a highlighting concealer, it's great, but again, with the super full coverage about it, so with really full coverage products, could you imagine putting on this heavy, 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 heavy concealer with a heavy, 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 heavy foundation? I mean, that's intense. Look at my finger. It's almost like spackle. It is thick, it's heavy. I mean, it's great if you really want that full coverage concealer, but I've tried heavy full coverage concealers that really don't feel heavy on the skin, and this one's not doing me any favors. This is L7 or Warm. And then lastly, the Lock-It setting powder, the translucent powder. It's translucent, but you guys, this stuff has a little bit of like micro shimmer in it. I use this to set my under eyes. A lot of my subscribers were like, oh my God, Dani, if you like that NARS powder, you need to get on this, you need to try it, you're gonna love it. It's like, okay. So of course I tried to use the family, right? Biggest mistake of my life. I went and I washed my face. Then I was like, okay, well maybe, okay, I have to stop. I just have to give it up on this, right? Just give it up, move on, move on. Just try this with your regular stuff, with your dewy stuff, with your, you know, light coverage foundations, whatever. Just try it. You guys, it's really, really shimmery. It's not like, you guys remember that it's like a moisturizer at the drugstore that's made out of seashells? You know what I'm talking about? In Spanish, it's called conchanaca, and it has almost like that, like opalescent seashell type glow to it. That's how it made my under eyes look. I don't know about you, but that's not necessarily the look I'm going for. I went from panda to looking like a seashell. So I don't know, I'm like, you know, it's Wednesday. I don't necessarily want to look like an abalone shell. So it's a really nice powder. It feels really smooth and it's soft. It's almost like a rice flour texture. But for some reason, it shows up on me like that little sparkliness. So it breaks my heart because I'm a huge fan of Kat Von D products. I love her shadows, you know, I love her eyeliners, but the Lock-It line of complexion products just does not work for me. And I know a lot of you were like, oh my God, Dani, me too. So I'm not alone here, but it still makes me sad. Another foundation that I want to mention that did not work out for me, and I think this might be the case for a lot more people than it seems, the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Long Wear Liquid Foundation. This is getting a lot of hype on YouTube right now, but I'm guessing it's getting a lot of hype from people that need the coverage and have oily skin. Again, you need that strong, oily skin that can carry a foundation that is this heavy. My problem with this foundation is not necessarily how heavy it is, because I will say this foundation looks really nice on camera and in pictures. It makes you look like you have a flawless face, but it does feel heavy. It is a very cakey product. And I think my biggest issue with it is that it changes color. I typically don't oxidize foundations. Oxidation happens usually based on how much, when your skin breathes and you get oily or sweaty, that's when the oxidation of a foundation occurs. Because I have normal skin, that rarely ever happens with any foundations. With this one, not to mention, I'm in the shade 3.0 in case you were wondering. It's a really yellow foundation. I love yellow foundations. Even though I have a neutral undertone, I love warm foundations. These foundations are yellow or orange. The range is really bizarre. So it's gonna be one of those products that I recommend you go into a store, swatch it, walk around the store 15-20 minutes, and then see which color is the one that matches you best. Because on me, it did get a little bit darker, and I have seen a couple of reviews where they say it got a lot lighter on their skin. They showed before and after pictures, and let me tell you, it does oxidize lighter on some people. So I don't know if the word is oxidize or lightens, I don't know. Anyway, the comfort level on this guy is not, it's not very comfortable. You feel like you're wearing it. It feels almost like you have a mask on, like you were doing a beauty treatment. You feel like you're wearing it, but I think it's because this is a waterproof, long-wearing foundation. You know what I mean? Like, if it's gonna stay on your face when you go for a swim, then, I mean, it's gonna be heavy-duty, like ultra-duper spackle on your face. So there's that. Another product from Urban Decay that didn't work out for me were the color correcting fluids. I actually tried 2 of these. I tried the green and the peach. You guys know I struggle with my panda eyes. It's actually the end of the day right now. I did use a corrector under my concealer, and you can already see the darkness kind of peeking through. So what I look for in a corrector is a really, 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 really peachy salmon shade. This one almost looks like a regular concealer shade, you know? It's a really thin formula. So for correctors, I want a little bit more of a thickness, a creamy thickness. So I want it to hydrate the under eye so it doesn't make me look older or crepey. And I also want it to be a deeper peach, so it actually conceals the blue or purpleness of my panda eyes. These are really thin. They're not creamy. They are a little bit drier. So if you were using this as a highlighting concealer, like the regular line of concealers, it's great. It reminds me of the Pro Longwear from MAC. But if you're using it for correcting purposes, the formula of it is not, it's not good. Correcting concealers need to be emollient. They need to be creamy. They need to cling on to the skin. And these have that really like a watery consistency that dries and sets on the skin. And so it, I don't know, I feel like it does you a disservice. It doesn't correct the way it should, and it also doesn't feel great on the skin. The green one, I tried to use around this area of my face, on this portion here. I don't have that much redness, but I thought I would give it a shot. It just didn't work out. You know, it's concealer that sets. And for me with correctors, I want them to be really creamy so they actually cling onto my skin and cover that part of my face. So I didn't like that. Oh, and not to mention, if you're gonna be a corrector, I don't think you can just be one shade of correcting, you know what I mean? So what if you are, let's say, a medium to deeper skin tone? This is not gonna correct on you. This is just gonna be like a normal concealer. You know, so there's no range of correctors, it's just like the 1, 1, 1, and 1. A couple of products that I want to mention, but I don't have to show you because they've already been adopted into lovely families. I always do that with my makeup. If something doesn't work, I ask around my cousin, my sister-in-law, my mom, my friends, whatever, if they think they could use it, if they could work with it, if they could find a friend that would like it, and then I just pass it on. There is no need for me to hold on to these things, but most of the things that I actually have to show you are recent, so I wanted to keep them and show them to you. But some that I do not have to show you. First one is the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. Okay, you guys, I'm just gonna be very frank. This foundation is water with like no pigment. It rarely has, it barely has any pigment whatsoever. You could layer that guy on, I'm talking like 3-4 layers, and barely get light coverage. Now, if I'm gonna be using a foundation that's that expensive and I need to use like 8 pumps, that's like a deal breaker for me completely. Now, if I'm gonna work hard and do 4 layers of a product and get BB cream coverage, I'm gonna use a BB cream because guess what? That has sun protection, it has moisturizer, it has correcting properties, you know what I mean? And I just have to use 1 layer of that, and it's probably cheaper because BB creams and CC creams tend to be a little bit more affordable. So with this one, I don't know why it's getting so much credibility because I struggled so much with it to get light coverage, not even medium or full, just light coverage. So I was like, why do people like this? I feel like I was just playing with makeup but not really doing my makeup. So I was like, Even my best friend Sam likes it. I don't know, I didn't like it. I don't have like craziness that I need to cover too, so I don't know. I feel like I just wasted my time pretending to put on foundation and then getting like 0 coverage. I'm getting a little upset here. Another complexion product that was a big miss for me, and it was kind of a hard pill to swallow. I really wanted to like it. In fact, I was looking forward to it. I was like, this is it. A highlighter and a setting powder in one palette. I don't even know the name of it. Totally slipped my mind, but I will write it down. It's the Bareminerals Compact that has the 2 little squares, and it's 2 big powders. You have a highlighting powder and then a setting powder. This reminds me of the texture of the NARS translucent crystal powder, but in the pressed form, where you have to like scratch at it and to get any sort of product on your face. I mean, you could use a soft brush, you could use a stiff brush, you could scratch it with a nail, or you could scratch it with like a cuticle pusher. That stuff literally fights to get on your face. It does not do anything, and once it's on there, it's not what you would expect it to be. If you want a highlighter that's gonna show up, that's not it. If you want a setting powder that's gonna set you good, it's not it. It would be a good like touch-up powder, but all in all, like the claims that it has, how amazing it's supposed to be, or how it kind of makes you feel, you're like, wow, this is the answer to my prayers, a setting powder and a highlighter all in one. And the highlighter is really pretty. Even when you swatch it, you're like, wow, this is beautiful. The texture of the setting powder, I mean, it's awesome, but it is not a friendly product to use. You get barely any transfer onto the skin. And like I told you guys with the Makeup Forever Aqua Blend, products shouldn't be that much work. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're supposed to make us look good, but they're not supposed to be that hard to use. So no, what a waste of time it was. 2 more products and we are done. The first product is a nail polish, believe it or not. I saw Emily Noel wearing this nail polish and I immediately added it to my Sephora cart and purchased it. Emily's nails wearing this nail polish looked like a dream come true. I remember it was one of her like bronzy makeup looks where I lost my crap when I saw how beautiful she looked. And so she's wearing this nail polish. I immediately ordered it, fell in love. I thought it was like the prettiest color. You apply it and you put it on and it's a beautiful color. It looks really pretty. But the formula of this nail polish is really, really, really thick and slimy. So when you're trying to apply a metallic nail polish, it's better for a metallic polish to be loose and watery and to apply 2 or 3 layers if needed, than to be really dry and goopy and then struggle applying even a second layer because it's already clumping and gonna take forever to dry. So the color of this is stunning. It looks really beautiful, but the formula was just a miss. Now, I don't know if it's this polish in particular, because I've tried other metallics from Formula X and they're really good. So I don't know if it was this color in particular, or maybe this polish bottle itself was old or sat in the sun or in a really hot room. I don't know. So it could have been that. If you want a color that looks just like this, but the formula is a dream come true, Julie G's Liquid Metal. Julie G's Liquid Metal is the exact same color, but the formula is a dream. And you guys know with metallic polishes, they're really hard because you get the brush strokes. That polish is amazing. Same exact color. Do you see how beautiful that rose gold is? Same color, better formula, and it's like $3 versus the 10 or 11 that this one was. And the last one, believe it or not, is a sheet mask. And I'm kind of relieved that it's an expensive sheet mask, because usually it's the more inexpensive ones that get like the rap of like, oh, they're worthless, or they're not good, or they don't do a good job. This one though, so this is from the brand Boscia that you can find at Sephora stores. When I saw this at Sephora, I jumped all over it. I got this one and I got the 2 others, the one that has the white background and the one that has the black background. I think one is for pores and the other one is for, I don't know. There's like 4 varieties, an acne one as well. I tried one, and the other ones, I was like, peace out, Cub Scout. These do not work out. So you guys know I'm a fan of sheet masks, but the sheet masks that I prefer are the ones that have the Hydrogel or the fermented coconut. I like them to be that like rubbery, almost like floppy type second skin type mask, because it clings onto the skin really well. I prefer those over the cotton sheet masks, like the typical cotton sheet masks. So they tend to be a little bit pricier, but they really, really are effective. So the Hydrogel in this particular mask is a really stiff hydrogel, and it doesn't hold on to the serum. So when you take it out, it's like a really stiff, kind of floppy material, and the product isn't really on there. Like the product doesn't stick to it. So it doesn't form a second skin on the face. It almost like never wants to cling onto your skin. So it's like stiff, it's not holding too much product. You feel like you're wasting your time. It doesn't really stick to your skin. All in all, I just couldn't with it, you know. I got really excited too because it's a 2-piece hydrogel mask. So I thought, okay, it's perfect. You adjust it exactly to the size of your face when it's 2 pieces. But it almost felt like, because it wasn't 1 piece, it wasn't cohesive. It wouldn't really stick. I don't know. I struggled a lot with it, and I was like, I think it's like $8. It's not worth it, you guys. So there are a lot more affordable ones, like the 7 Wonders from Leaders, you guys, that I talk about all the time. But I swear to you, go to the Ulta website, try these 7 Wonders in the brightening version from Leaders, and you are going to be like, wow, this is what sheet masking should be. So that is it for my product misses, products I hate, products I didn't like, products that don't work out for me, products that make me upset because I wish they worked out for me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You know that negativity is not the thing that I like to promote. So I really hope that I made this video as educational and non-negative as possible. If I mentioned a product that's one of your favorites or holy grails, I do apologize. Please don't take it personally. I know it's hard because people have bashed products that I love too. But that's not my intent. I'm just here to kind of share my experience with these products. Nonetheless, I will list them and link them in the description box below because, hey, maybe you're like, you know what, Dani? This corrector, that's not even the corrector. This corrector is the perfect shade for me because I'm super duper fair. I don't know. You never know. Like I've said many times before, finding the perfect makeup for you is like finding the perfect man. Nearly impossible. And it takes a lot of trying to find the perfect match. I did not just say that. Let's just move on. Like I said, all these products will be listed and linked in the description box below. So please check there first. And like always, if you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already.